Welcome to Fox 54 News at 6. I'm Kenesha Dees. Decatur's Dia de los Muertos Festival, a colorful celebration honoring life and heritage, won't be happening this year. Organizers say safety concerns and immigration fears led to the decision. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala shows us how organizers are turning a difficult moment into an opportunity to grow.
The Dia de los Muertos committee announced on social media that this year's festival is canceled, calling it a difficult but right decision. They say it comes amid a national climate that's created fear for many in immigrant communities, even at celebrations meant to honor life and unity. On November 2nd, downtown Decatur would usually be filled with music, food, and ofrendas honoring loved ones. But this year's celebration has been put on hold. Organizers tell me, a veces hay que dar un paso atrás para cuidar a tu gente. Sometimes we have to take a step backwards to protect our people.
The current situation that our nation is in does not feel safe. We did not want anybody to come to the festival feeling unsafe. All it takes is one phone call to some federal entities to show up and, hey, we didn't want that on our shoulders. We're together in this, and if pausing and continuing once everything gets better is what we need to do, then we're going to do it. We are a melting pot. Every day is about learning something new, and we are selecting days where you can come and learn all about us.
The group plans to return next year with a revamped festival and new events like Cinco de Mayo, Día del Grito, and Posada de Navidad, turning downtown Decatur into a year-round celebration of community and culture. In Decatur, I'm Valentina Chalala, Fox 54 News.
And Mari Juarez also says this pause will help build a stronger foundation for future celebrations, with Corazón y Cultura leading the way. They hope to keep Latino traditions thriving in downtown Decatur for years to come. And here's a look from Governor's Drive. Very quiet traffic there. Beautiful view above, though, on the way to wherever those drivers are headed. You can see that sunset, a lot of that sun coming down. Joining us is Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman with our football forecast tonight.
Well, it has been a fantastic Friday afternoon across North Alabama, Southern and Middle Tennessee, and that is going to translate very nicely into a wonderful evening for Friday night football. Probably one of the best Friday evenings we've had in quite some time. We're going to be talking about a mostly clear sky across the Tennessee Valley. Now, temperatures are going to start off in the upper 60s, lower 70s, right around 70 degrees at 7 p.m. But already by 8 o'clock, we're talking about the mid 60s. Temperatures going to begin to fall off somewhat quickly after sunset, and with that mostly clear sky, 65 degrees, 63 by 9, 61 degrees by the time we get to 10 p.m. Now, in some of the more rural locations, I think by the time we get to the later part of the third quarter and then through the fourth quarter, maybe we're talking about the upper 50s. So maybe grab a sweatshirt as you head out to your favorite high school football game this evening. A little bit of patchy fog is liable to develop as we head into the overnight, early into your Saturday morning. I think that's going to be limited to the more fog-prone locations. Otherwise, we drop into the lower 50s. From there, we're talking about a fantastic weekend. I'll tell you about it in great detail here in just a couple of minutes.
What you just heard there was a powerful explosion at an explosive manufacturing plant in rural Tennessee that left people missing and even dead. Officials say the explosion happened around 7:45 this morning in McEwen, Tennessee, about an hour southwest of Nashville. The fiery incident occurred at a company that specializes in manufacturing military explosives. Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis confirmed 19 people missing, and the department is being mindful of the situation.
Man, I'm just asking you to be mindful of these families. This is a huge ordeal. It's a very devastating ordeal, and I'm not talking about devastating on the scene. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about devastating in the fact of a loved one that just come to work and now may be missing or deceased.
Yeah, authorities are still in the process of notifying families and say they expect to be at the site of the explosion for several days. Back here in Alabama, police in Montgomery have arrested a suspect in connection to last Saturday's mass shooting. Authorities make the arrest today, but have not released the suspect's name or age. However, we do know it's a male under the age of 18. He's charged with 1 count of capital murder and 12 counts of assault. Suspect was taken to the Montgomery County Detention Center today. The shooting happened Saturday around 11:30, killing 2 people and injuring 12 more. Police are still investigating. Back here in Huntsville, police are investigating a shooting that happened today. Police say the shooting happened at 2:40 p.m. this afternoon near the 2600 block of Hilltop Terrace. One person was taken to Huntsville Hospital with life-threatening injuries. So far, no one is in custody. Two gates at Redstone Arsenal will have new hours starting Tuesday. Gates 1 and 7 will close for inbound traffic at 1:30 p.m. After that, the gates will remain open for outbound traffic only. According to officials, commercial vehicles will need to use the far right lane of Gate 9 after 1 p.m. No reason was given for the new hours. Tennessee Highway Patrol setting up sobriety checkpoints across the state this month with a goal to reduce impaired driving and prevent alcohol-related crashes. Troopers will be stationed at key locations in both urban and rural counties, including Shelby, Giles, Lawrence, and Maury counties. You're reminded to plan ahead, designate a sober driver, and never ever drive while under the influence. We have a full list of scheduled checkpoints. Just go to fox54.com. Huntsville City Council has elected its new president. District 3 Council member Jenny Robinson was elected during its annual organizational meeting. Robinson will preside over meetings and manage council administrative duties. District 4 Council member Bill Kling was elected president pro tem and will lead meetings when Robinson is absent. Ardmore's water woes hasn't been resolved after nearly 2 months, and residents say they're fed up. Back in August, the city was disconnected from the Limestone County Water Authority. The city addressed concerns during meeting with the inclusion of a new water system, but residents on social media say the issues have been going on for more than 5 years, with one person saying her water bill has gotten even higher. The meeting is Monday at 6:30 p.m. at the Ardmore Municipal Annex building on Main Street. The execution of death row inmate Anthony Boyd has officially been scheduled. Governor Kay Ivey has set a 30-hour time frame for the execution. Boyd is scheduled to be executed by nitrogen hypoxia on October 23rd at the William C. Hallman Correctional Facility in Atmore. Boyd was convicted for killing Gregory Hughley in Talladega County in 1993. He maintains he did not commit the 93 murder. His supporters have launched a billboard campaign urging the state to halt the execution. Public school enrollment in Alabama could see its largest decline in 40 years. Alabama State School Superintendent Eric Mackey says only about 12 schools have seen growth in enrollment, while other districts have seen numbers decline. The loss of students is a nationwide problem. The National Center for Education Statistics expected a decline in public school enrollment due to growth in private and charter school enrollment and the general aging of the population. In Alabama, about 3,000 students are taking CHOOSE Act funds to go to a private school. And Mackey says he's also concerned with the 2,100 students who were enrolled last year that never showed up for school this year. The USDA will begin its annual oral rabies vaccination program today in parts of Northeast and North Central Alabama. The 3-week campaign will distribute vaccine-laced baits across a 14,000 square kilometer zone in 14 counties, targeting raccoons and other wildlife. Low-flying airplanes and helicopters will drop plastic packets coated with fish-scented vaccine over rural areas, while USDA personnel will hand distribute oral vaccinations in Birmingham metro neighborhoods. The superintendent of Guntersville City Schools stepping down. Dr. Jason Barnett is stepping down to become executive director of the School Superintendents of Alabama, the district announced. The board plans to meet in the coming weeks to develop a search plan for Barnett's replacement. He begins his new role at the beginning of next year. Lawrence County Commission has decided that Christmas on the Square will not be allowed to return to the courthouse lawn in downtown Moulton this year. Commissioner Bobby Birch made another motion to allow the event to be held on the newly restored courthouse lawn. However, the motion failed. While the future is uncertain, the committee says community backing has been overwhelming and they are committed to preserving the spirit and togetherness. If you see smoke in Tony tomorrow, don't panic. Tony Volunteer Fire and Rescue holding a live training burn at 9 a.m. Live burn training gives firefighters realistic experience managing fire behavior, coordinating teams under pressure, and applying tactical operations in a controlled setting. The exercise is being conducted off of Matlock Road, and crews ask that you stay away from the training area.
This is an important decision, not just for the state of Illinois, but for the entire country.
No National Guard troops inside in Illinois, a temporary restraining order in effect to stop President Trump's deployment. You've got to look at the ICE detention center there. And it's homecoming weekend at Alabama A&M University. Look at how HPD is handling traffic while road projects are underway. Stay with us.